Hi, in this video I will talk to you about how to irritate your girlfriend or your spouse or your woman. I don't do that anymore. It got me Baker acted twice. The first time she was yelling, so when she left I hit the car, and when she came back I said, look, let's pretend the car has feelings. The car doesn't like being hit with a baseball bat. You see those dents? I feel the same way when you yell at me. And the police, well, the doctors say, like, oh, the car has feelings, huh? So you're insane. All right. The doctors, they're not going to understand. And the police, they said, this looks like a Baker Act case. So they just threw me in jail. It's not illegal to hit your own car, all right? It was in both my spouse's and my name, but it didn't have any, what do you call it, mortgage? It didn't have a loan on it. The car died, when she went to pick me up from the insane asylum. That same Friday it died. That was in February. The second time she Baker acted me was February 13th, and it was because I was homeschooling my son, and she told me yes, I could do it, but then my mother got involved and said, you're not going to have an insane man homeschool your son. DCF is going to take away your children. And so then she lied and said that I saw things and heard things, and they both went to the courthouse. Of course, my mother didn't write anything. She wrote everything, but she had my spouse sign it. Spouse doesn't read it, you know. So how to irritate your spouse? She used to tell me when I asked her for sex, she used to say, go have sex with someone else. And then I would tell her, please help me find her. Someone else. Please help me find a girlfriend. And that would really just irritate her. In Spanish, consíguemela, por favor. Now this also, just recently I started thinking about 7 days ago. Samson asked his parents for a wife. Get her for me. And to me this sounded like Samson was a baby, since he asked his dad to go get her for him instead of he himself talking to the girl's father. You know, if it was traditional, you would talk to the girl's father. But maybe it was just a culture that you don't go get your own wife, you get your parents to do it. Anyway, here we go. Don't irritate your wife or she will Baker act you or throw you in jail. Instead, just start working and being busy. For instance, with Habitat for Humanity, you could build houses and learn carpentry, even if you don't get paid, or you could cut the grass for the neighbor. Or even you could make videos and ebooks like Daniel does. Daniel is great. Daniel is a great thing to do. Okay, that is a great thing to do, to make ebooks. Like in many of my videos, I talk about the books I'm reading, and I'm reading about Booker T. Washington. Can you imagine this? He was born a slave, and later on, he's a greater man than I am. As far as, I don't know if he had kids of his own, but he did do something. He teaches three things. Number one, intelligence. He says everyone should, well, Tony Robbins says this, everyone should know what they should do. But the way Booker T. Washington says is no one should have to tell you to brush your teeth. No one should have to tell you. After you sweep the floor, mop the floor. You don't need someone to be telling you every 2 minutes, go brush your teeth, go sweep the floor, go mop the floor. You don't need a boss to be telling you every 2 minutes. You got to have initiative and start. All right, you're alive, go do something. That's what it is. Use your intelligence. You don't have the money, go find the money. You don't, go find the way to do it. The second thing is you need skilled hands. And this is where Booker T. Washington is different than my mother. All right, my mother was, don't ruin your hands. And even as a kid, all kids I think want to learn how to hang a picture on a wall or a photo frame. And she said, "You're not a carpenter. Don't do it." I mean, you're gonna ruin the wall. Well, who put the wall up there, and how did that person learn? You know, even my own grandfather said, where would we be without carpenters to build houses? We'd still be in the caves. If you had to build your own house, could you do it? I believe I could do it. It would take me a long time, but I could do it. Whereas if you really learn to be a master carpenter and every 10 years you get better and better, then you could build a house in, depending on the size, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, you know. The third thing, besides the skilled hands, number 2, and the intelligence, the third thing was you need morality. And that is being honest. If you have the best education in the world and you are a dishonest person, then your education was worthless. If you're going to sell pigs, make sure they are healthy pigs. All right. Talk to you later. Enjoy your life. Be better than I am.